this past weekend, obviously, I caught up with Nazeeh, and we had a long conversation about a myriad of things. But one of the things we talked about was filling the shoes of L'Jarius Sneed, and he has a lot to say on that. So I'm going to roll the tape here. When we first talked, on our first podcast, you talked about how Deion Bush and Justin Reed were the two veterans you guys looked to, and the other veteran in the DB room was L'Jarius Sneed at the time. And now it's you guys. You guys are the veterans now. So my question is, everyone always talks about, oh, we're going to miss L'Jarius Sneed, yada yada yada, and of course we're going to miss him, but he left a kind of a foundation for you, for Jaylen, for Joshua Williams, McDuffie. What did he teach you that you can take into your future this year and then beyond?
Man, he just taught us work ethic. I mean, he just always was about his work. He was never coming in there messing around. He knew what the game plan was, and he just excelled at it. And, you know, with him being gone, it just elevates – I'm not going to say it elevates the room a little higher, because now it's like a big what if. Like, everybody keeps thinking about Sneed, but we have quality cornerbacks like Joshua Williams and Jaylen. Like, they were the other opposite of Trent. Trent is an all-pro corner, but we still have really good other corners right there. So it gets respect for them, but it's also going to, I think, going to make the DB room even better, because now we all pulling together to fill that void. But, you know, we all bring our different aspect to the room. Like, Sneed was a physical corner, but I may be a more agile corner, you know, just a different, maybe a ball hawk or something like that. And, you know, vice versa. So you never know what you can get. It all depends on what the coaching staffs have in store for us. But we've been around the program for 3 years now, so I think we have it figured out by now.
The most veteran 3-year group of all time.
I mean, two Super Bowl champs, 2 back-to-back. All we know is Super Bowls. So, I mean, the work ethic is there. I mean, the foundation is there, and it's not going to fall off because Sneed's not there. We love Sneed to death, but, you know, we still have things to do. We still got everything, you know, the 2022 class is some serious hitters in that class, you know what I'm saying? So everybody just now it's our time to shine, and we're going to do what we need to do.
JD, a lot stands out there. Obviously, I'm more – you and I are already confident in those guys to fill L'Jarius Sneed's shoes before I talked to him. But the confidence there, it's like, yeah, L'Jarius did a lot of things, but we do a lot of other things too. And I got to say, like – and I said it right there to him, these guys are – 3 years in, these guys are veterans. These guys have played 25 weeks every year they played in the season. Obviously, Nazeeh out last season. But I got to say, I mean, I'm very confident in these guys, big time. What did you make of him kind of saying that they'll be able to pretty much fill L'Jarius Sneed's shoes and maybe even offer something that he didn't provide to the defensive backs?
I'll tell you what. First off, man, phenomenal reporting. Incredible job on the interview, Marcus. I'm telling you, man, like, I don't know if everybody knows this, that this is your background, okay? Being a news reporter, going out there on the beat, interviewing people and doing the stories and stuff, man. But I tell you what, man, that made me proud. I had to tear my eye. I was like, dang, God, Marcus is incredible, brother. Absolutely incredible reporting, okay? First off, I just want to say that. I just want to say that. My thing is, I think Nazeeh, no lies told at all. None whatsoever. And the confidence that they have of just playing and trusting one another, I think, is what he was kind of saying. I think he went in just saying, like, look, we understand Sneed is gone, and everybody Sneed, but we're like, look, what about us? What about everybody else around here? Okay, we understand Sneed was good. He was a starter, but we had guys that came in that played too, played solidly. You know, when Sneed was gone, you know, they came in and just was able to pick up wherever Sneed left off. And so what he said is some guys may have some talents elsewhere. Like he said, he may be a ball hawk as opposed to maybe playing man, you know, which might be like Watson or Williams. That might be their strong suit. But they all got it down pat. I think for them, they trust each other so much that they're just going to get it right. They're just going to get it right. And so when you have that in a guy like this, a young guy talking about how good the room is, then you could rest well at night. Right? There's no concern there. I think I could put my head on a pillow knowing the secondary is in a great place. And Spags and those guys have got them ready. Dave and those dudes, Merritt has got those guys ready and playing at a high level. So happy for Sneed going and getting his bag, what he did. Thank you for everything he's done playing here. But we got guys here that could do the same thing that Sneed did. or at least that's what I'm expecting for him to do. Okay, that's the expectation. Is hey, a guy like that leaves, you step right in, and we're not looking for any type of downgrade in that position. We're looking for you to do just as much as he did and even better. Okay, we got one Pro Bowl corner on the one side. Who's going to be the other guy? Can somebody come in and actually become a Pro Bowl corner, right, with McDuffie? That's a possibility. And I'm telling you, man, it's just they're so young. They did just feed off each other. They really do. Like you said, they got a lot of experience right there in that room. But yeah, man, I love seeing Nazeeh, man, just sitting over there smiling and answering all the questions. He done a phenomenal job, man. But all that took with the interview bringing that out of me. So yeah.
So, I appreciate all the love in the chat, and I appreciate the kind words, JD.
Absolutely.
It was nice to dust off the microphone and get back out on the field.
Yeah.
But I gotta say the one thing, and going back to the 2022 draft class of all these cornerbacks that we drafted, and even signed after the fact, Vish did an amazing job, and these guys are all gems. The way Nazeeh, kind of eloquently just talked about what they can provide, and that's why I wanted to ask that question, because every question these guys are fielding is, how much are you going to miss L'Jarius Sneed? Okay, like, he's gone. He's gone now. Like, yeah, I'm sure they're going to miss him, but like, it's their time now. And I want to know, what can they bring to the table? What kind of tools did Sneed leave for them, provide them, that they can take and they can add their own little spice and their own little zest to the defense? And his answer there, talking about how he can do stuff that Sneed maybe couldn't do. And and there's stuff that Sneed could do that maybe he can't do as well, but I'm going to be able to provide something else. And Watson and Josh Williams will be able to provide. And I love that. I love that answer, because it was so confident too, man. Like, it wasn't the way he said it wasn't arrogant at all, but it was just very confident. It's like, yeah, you know what, I'll back you all the way. I trust you 100%, Nazeeh.
Man, look, as a DB, you have to have confidence. You have to. There's no way that you can play in the NFL as a corner and not have confidence or have any type of doubt. If you do, you're going to get burnt. You're going to be toast all game, and you're going to have a short career. That's how it works. So those guys got to trust their ability, man, because these guys play with somebody running at a full speed forward, and they got to run backwards just as fast, open up their hips and cover. And so when we talk about athleticism, those are the most athletic guys on the field. I don't mind saying it. I used to say, tight ends were and whatnot, but those DBs, shoot, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. That's why you see the talkers like Dion and those guys. That's who they are. That's who they are. Look, I'm on a group chat with them every single day. Okay. I'm on there with probably 8 DBs. All right. And I know their personalities, man, because they all ball. They are ballers. And look, and they showed it. So I do believe, man, with Nazeeh, he understands what they have in that room. Okay. He's saying, if you want to go see L'Jarius Sneed, go watch Tennessee play. Okay. Get you some tickets, or go on and get you the Sunday pass and go watch L'Jarius Sneed if you want to worry how he's going to play. If you want to watch the Chiefs secondary, okay, which is still going to be good, which is still going to try to go get a three-peat, who is still trying to be the best in the entire business, okay, which is still trying to be the best defense in what we got, then come see us. Come see Nazeeh. Come see Watson. Come see Williams. Come see McDuffie. Come check us out, okay? Because we got there too. We got that thing covered. And nobody should worry about anything. Everybody should be fine with what we do. These are the things we got to see it. So my brother said, Sneed is ahead. I'll never give credit for his talent. No doubt about it. He should he should have been a Pro Bowler. Should have been. And I don't know why. I don't know what they gave to why he didn't get it. Sometimes the popularity contest comes out a little bit. And they didn't want to give both Chiefs. They didn't want to have two guys in the Pro Bowl. I think the last time that happened was maybe Dale and Hasty. Dale Carter and Hasty. I think if I'm not mistaken, I do believe they both made a Pro Bowl. I'm not quite sure, but I know those guys played Pro Bowl caliber football. I know that. But just saying that, look, our secondary is fine. That's one position I don't have any concerns about whatsoever. None. I think Louis Cutright said the same thing about like the D-line might have some concerns. Sure, and rightfully so. But as far as DBs, not at all. But yeah, bro, like you said, hey, man, yeah, he said Sneed's a Falcon, Peregrine Falcon shoes. Yeah, but they'll fit it. They got the shoes. Look, they don't mind. Okay. Matter of fact, everybody has their own shoes to fill. Like they said, everybody's got their own superpower. My thing is, these guys don't mind going out and displaying it. So be good for that. Albert Lewis and Kevin Ross days. Bad boys. No doubt about it. Bad boys for sure. Appreciate you, Caesar, saying that. Shut down corners. We got them. We got shut down corners. So, like I said, man, I think it's going to be, that's the strength of my defense. To be honest, like just as a group overall, like it was last year, is our secondary. Guys up front, hey, once they generate the pressure, the speed to get after the quarterbacks, stop the run, hey, man, let the ball hawks play. Let them run around, man, get some interceptions. Take some to the house. Somebody was talking about Cook coming back. I want to see that high step going back into the end zone like he did last year, looking so good, high stepping. A Joker, man, looked like the what is it? The drum major from Ohio State. You know, he comes out there, does the high kicks like that. Oh my God. That's what Cook looked like. Love it.
Yeah, because the DB room, outside of we're just talking about cornerbacks right now, but yeah, when you talk about Cook, you talk about the new guy, Jaden Hicks, Justin Reed, even Deion Bush. You know, he had a nice pick in the championship game, and then you talk about the young guys that we have too. The guy, the Kamal Hayden from Tennessee, who the people love his numbers and the analytics off the charts for that guy. Nick Jones, Bowling Green, that we drafted last year, who. I mean, I think he looked good in preseason last year in training camp, so maybe he'll get some playing time. But that's the thing; it's like top to bottom, home run with our DB room altogether, man.
Oh man, no doubt about it. I didn't even name the young guys. I didn't even name them.
Yeah,
because we solid just with the veterans we got, and so they're gonna learn so much. Dave Merritt, man, and Spags, we already know that. We know what they give. We know that. Lee Marshall said linebacker core will be nasty too, no doubt about it. Linebacker core is another solid. Man, we look across the board. You know, first, second, and third level, we're good. We're good, right? We're talking about just some of those things. Depth, still need depth at defensive tackle. J-Dub 84. I agree with that. Okay, some things may shake out in training camp. There's always a D tackle out here that you can get. Okay, D tackle don't use too much. You get a guy, man, who's ready, who's hungry to come in and play, who's going to just come in and crush guards and tackles. That's what you need. So if they got arms as big as Pennell, man, we need to get you. We need to get you here, man. We need to sign you. So, I do agree with that. I think, but across the board, I think we're pretty good defensively.
And just look at the 2022 draft, just to highlight how amazing that draft is. Trent McDuffie, George Karlaftis, Sky Moore, okay. Brian Cook, Leo Chanel, Joshua Williams, Darren Kennard. He's now in a Philadelphia Eagle now, in front of the show. Jaylen Watson, Isaiah Pacheco, and Nazeeh Johnson. I mean, that is. I mean, that's like a million picks there. I think only I don't say misses, but guys who didn't pan out. Kennard and so far Sky hasn't really panned out, but everybody else, and we're talking just the seventh rounds alone, Jaylen Watson, Pacheco, and Nazeeh. And, Nazeeh, was a great special teamer, was good with the ones last year before he got hurt. And right away, he's cleared again, JD, and he's running with the ones again. Already had a pass breakup with the ones. I think Friday was his first day running with the ones. And then I think that this past week he's been running with the ones again. So I mean, looking at that draft, 3 7th round, how many teams can hit on 3 7th round picks? That doesn't happen.
That's what Beach does, man. They put that together. Man, when I'm telling you, being able to get some type of work, and I ain't just talking about just regular work. I'm talking about starters from 7th round. That's phenomenal. That is absolutely phenomenal. So I think that's what he's really good at, man. Is catching that talent. Some of those, diamonds in the rough. Come out here and get them to play. Because my thing is, and I'm sure he's telling him, like, look, man, look at this 7th round we had last year. He's a starter. So don't think about where it is that you got drafted. Okay. If you can make the squad or you could play, you will start here. You will play here. And if it works out, then we'll keep you for a long time. If not, then you can go somewhere else. But at least you understand when we get you in the 7th round, we've seen something in you that other people didn't. Okay. We want you to have a little bit of that chip on your shoulder, things that some people just couldn't necessarily see, but we've seen it. We've seen it. So we invested in that. Man, that just give me goosebumps just thinking about it. I tell the guy, look, everything's against you right now. 7th round? Come on. People doubting you. But guess what? You're going to get a chance and opportunity to play here. Okay? And they've done a great job with that, the 7th rounders. They've been an absolute phenomenal job doing that. Let's see. Pono Cowie said, hi, Jason. Don't you think that Remigio deserves a roster spot in place of Sky? He doesn't bring anything. Yeah. Deserve? Ain't no deserve. It don't work like that, Pono. Yeah, it don't work like that. Okay, if he beats him out, then he deserves it. But as far as like just saying, hey man, it has to work in practice and everything else, meeting rooms, the whole 9. So ain't no deserve right now. Okay. The only one that deserves anything at this moment are the ones that got paid, that got the big bucks. As the Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Chris Jones. That's deserving, okay, of that. So, but no, man, it's gonna be competition, and you need that, okay. So, however it shakes out between those 2 guys, that's going to be deserving of it. So, that's
and Remigio, we don't have a lot of sample size to see. I mean, because he got hurt pretty early on in preseason last year, and he looked good in that Saints game, but after that, I don't think he played again because I think he was hurt. I think he got hurt in that game. So, and that was it. So, deserves, I can't give him a deserved spot when we've only seen him play in 1 preseason game. So,
yeah. So, too small of a sample size. We just got to see it though. OTAs is one thing. Hey, look, everybody look good without pads on. You supposed to look good without pads. He's supposed to catch every ball thrown to him. Same thing I said, Justin Ross supposed to catch one-handed in his bread basket. He's supposed to do that. He's supposed to. Oh, JD, I can't believe you hating on Justin Ross. Hello, I played 11 years in the NFL. I've seen guys make catches like that all the time. Well, how come they're not doing it in the game? Because you don't have that volume of catches in the game. That's why. But I can tell you what, I'll put you on the line with any wide receiver in the NFL. If they'll tell you that I never caught a ball like that in practice, shoot, they'd lie to you. Then they'd be lying to you. But no, we'll leave that alone. We'll leave it alone. Look, man, I think, as far as like what the guys look like defensively, I think we look really good. Somebody saying on here, talking about, let me see. We go to Caesar. You was talking about the Chiefs just added 3 more undrafted free agents as D tackles. Said he should invite players from the UFL for camp, invite a special DT position. It could still happen. Still early, So camp, a lot of things change from here to training camp. There's a lot. Look, there's a lot of guys come in and out, especially training camp. They usually bring in, as I remember when we would get dressed going to practice, you'll see 3 guys over here putting cleats on. They're going to give them a shot and opportunity. That's how it happens. We're going to see what a guy can do. So it'll be interesting.
Plus, a couple of years ago, we signed Brandon Williams later on in the season too. I mean, there are gems and some vets that you can add later on in the season, but yeah, I think for the most part, I think that D tackle depth is pretty much going to stay as what it is right now, and maybe they'll address it next offseason.
Yeah.
Hopefully they set it a higher priority next offseason, but that's a next year. It's a next year dilemma.
Yeah.
Hi everybody, thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.